So, John, what's happening?
Well, Dr. Bill, one of my private contacts from United States Northern Command in Denver contacted me today and let me know that there's absolutely frenzied activity at United States Northern Command, also called U.S. Northcom. Unprecedented frenzied activity, and they're frantically also getting in as much extra food as they can into their headquarters, with no further explanation on that. The second thing is this Canary Island deal, another private source, and I sent you a sanitized version. I need to protect my source, but my private source, and of course the public information, is that this volcano on the Canary Island is going to cut loose in a week or so. It won't be 2 or 3 weeks or months. It will be maybe 7 to 10 days is what we're probably looking at.
And by the way, the Canary Island one, the conventional media, BBC has done specials on this over the last 2 decades, and National Geographic. This is not like a fringe thing. People need to realize that 99% of what we report, what you report, is from the regular media, but you also have military and inside sources that correlate with that and extend beyond that, but it's based on solid, hard science. And this means this thing is about to blow, and when it does, it runs the risk of generating enough steam vents behind this giant 400 cubic mile sized block of volcanic island and shoving it like a ship going in for, the christening with a big bottle of champagne. Unfortunately, it generates a wall of water at the site around 800 to 900 feet high, and when it hits North America, it can be 300 feet high, traveling at 600 miles an hour. So
that's right.
That's a jumbo jet heading toward you of water. When it hits the coast of the United States at 300, it's just not going to go in yards. It's going to go in tens of miles, probably as far in some places as 100 miles inland.
That's right.
Literally plowing buildings that become then objects being pushed forward at, jumbo jet speeds against people, buildings, etc. And this is like we're not trying to just frighten you. We want you to know that the government will get an 8-hour warning, but whether they're going to get that to the people in time to get them evacuated out of the harm's way, if that does happen sometime, say in the next decade, it's going to probably happen sooner than we think, because the evacuations of these Azore Islands is happening as we speak, and there's a magma connection between the southern island and the Cumbre Viejo supervolcano that they know is going to slide off.
That's right, absolutely.
It does roughly every 300 years, according to the scientific reports. One of these islands has a big chunk of them fall off, and it generates a tsunami roughly 300 feet high that strikes North America. That's every 300 years.
That's precisely right, and that's why we're so concerned. We're putting the word out here on my show, on your show, as much as we can, to warn people in Florida and on the east coast of North America that this is a clear and present danger, especially people in Florida. 8 hours notice is not enough to get from southern Florida on overland and get to safety. Farther up in Georgia and South Carolina, 8 hours may be enough. It may be a good time to take a vacation, quite frankly.
Yeah. And in other words, north of Florida, if you have preparations and you have a run and go, and you have your radio set to kind of say, hey, you've got the notice that it doesn't happen, let's say in the middle of the night, so by the time you got 15 minutes left to run, 15 minutes or an hour or two is going to get you, especially if the freeways and the roadways get jammed with people panicking to try to get out.
Absolutely. Now, if there's only 2 north-south highways in Florida of any consequence, the interstates, and it would take 15 or 20 minutes for them to be jammed.
And we can't tell when it's going to happen, but if they're evacuating the Azore Islands, that's not a good sign. It's a sign that you better be on your best alert system and have your antenna up and be ready to run.